to Anava Yoga Studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't tried our videos before. For those of you who have, great to have you back to try this one out. So today's a very gentle practice. It's based around yoga, so there's a bit of the yoga breathing and stretching, but it's for those people who may be feeling a little bit sore, a little bit tired, a little bit under the weather, but still want to be able to do some sort of body work, stretching. So it's very, very gentle. Bearing that in mind, if we're working through a particular stretch that you feel you actually want to take a little bit further, because that's not the part of the body that's sore, then push yourself that little bit further. If there is a part of it that is the injured area and you know you can't actually work into or stretch that area, just take a moment out, sit, or perhaps come to child's pose and just focus on the breathing. Because remember, yoga is not about the stretching, it's about the breathing. So let's then come to lie on the floor. So if you are not most comfortable on the mat at the moment without something under your head, grab a pillow or a cushion to go under your head, and we're going to start with our knees bent, feet flat on the floor. So either hands on the belly or by your side, and just calm to take some nice big breaths in. So breathing in through the nose and out through your nose. If you're feeling a little bit unwell, perhaps a bit blocked with the nose and you have to breathe through the mouth, that's fine. And you're just going to breathe deeply down through the chest and through the body, the belly, as your body will let you today. Taking that moment just to connect inwards. And then as you exhale, just bring both knees up, in towards your chest. Give the knees a little hug in, take a little rock from side to side. And then just take the left leg down towards the floor. Maybe sliding the foot away if that feels okay. And exhale, squeeze the right knee in a little bit tighter. Just holding, stretching through the lower back, maybe even noticing something around the hips. So if it feels good to just keep your eyes closed, keep the eyes closed a little bit longer. And then we take the right leg down, bring the left knee up, just slide the right leg away. And give yourself a little stretch through the other side. Perhaps noticing a little bit of release in the lower back. And exhaling, start to take the left foot down towards the floor. Bring the right leg up. Rolling onto the left side. And just push yourself up to sitting. So you can use that cushion then now underneath the hips, just to sit on if you need it. And then just keep the knees bent out in front, sit tall, relax your shoulders, and exhale, twist to the right. If you can, just crossing the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right fingers are back behind you. So do your best to sit tall. If it's the back that's perhaps a little bit sore at the moment, that might not feel the easiest. So again, just think about taking something underneath the hips, a yoga block or a cushion. That can sometimes just release a little bit of pressure through that lower back area. And then inhale, come back into the centre. And we're going to exhale, swap sides. So we're going to keep that focus on the breathing. bring yourself into the centre. Taking the left hand down towards the mat, just bring the right arm up and over, and exhale, tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. Just going to spin around a little bit for a moment so you can see. And then exhale, drop the head down towards your chest. And then we're going to swap sides. So take the right fingers down, bring the left arm up and over. Exhale, tilt the head over to the left shoulder. So feel free to perhaps just straighten the legs, or maybe you want to come into a cross leg position if you don't want to keep the knees in that bent position. And then exhale, drop the chin to the chest. So just remember to listen to the body very carefully. When you're ill, when you're small, when you're tired, it becomes even more important that we listen to those little cues the body's telling us about what's right and what's wrong. And then bring the head back up into the centre. And then we want to come around onto all fours. So getting a little bit of movement through the back, finding your cat stretch. So knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, and exhale, round through the back. Inhale, arch. So seeing what movement you can find through the spine. Being gentle around those areas of stiffness if there are some in the back or the shoulders. Or maybe it actually feels good, just feel that little bit of movement in the body. So then exhaling, round through the back. Take your hips back towards your heels. Find your child's pose. So let the head drop forwards. So if it helps, perhaps just put a little bit of cushioning underneath the hips here today to help the back relax a little bit more. Take a cushion between the hips and the heels. And then as you exhale, walk your hands round to the right. Keep the hips over the heels as much as you can, so you can just stretch through the left side of the body. And then inhale back to the middle. Exhale, take it round to the left. So just creating that stretch from the right hip all the way through the shoulder, down the arm. Head stays heavy. And then inhale, come back into the centre. And we're just going to lift back up into that tabletop position. So bring the right foot up. Shuffling it in between your hands, and as you exhale, rock forwards. So keep the fingers on the mat if you want to, otherwise we're just going to lift the chest up. Keep the hands on the lower back, and just try and have a little stretch through the hips in low lunge. So again, just pay attention, notice what you're feeling. If it doesn't feel right, taking yourself out of it, and then take the hands back down. Bring the right leg back behind you, and then we're going to bring the left foot up to the front. And then exhale, lift the chest if that feels okay, sink through the hips. Opening through the right side of the body then this time. Good, okay, so take the hands back down, bring the left leg back, and then ease yourself down onto your elbows, coming through to Sphinx pose. So just settle the shoulders over the elbows, maybe take a little roll with the shoulders, see if the chest can lift a little higher. Being very cautious of that lower back, that's the area we need to protect today. Trying not to let it pinch through that lower back area. And then we're going to exhale, release it, push back child's pose. This time bring your hands together out in front of you, palms together, and then we're just going to tilt the fingers up towards the ceiling. Hands are coming behind the head. Maybe wriggle the elbows a little way further forward, just coming into that little shark spin, stretch through the arms. And then release the hands down. Exhaling, curling yourself all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. If you're not happy kneeling, by all means move into a more comfortable position. Otherwise, we're going to take the left arm up. Just bring it out across the body. So watch you don't tip the hand onto the elbow, it's just below or above the elbow. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Take a little stretch through the left hand. And exhale, swap sides, taking the right arm across the body then this time. So just working into the back of the shoulders and the arms now. And then releasing down, calming back to lie on the mat. So just exhale, roll down through the spine, using the hands if you need to. Take the arms out. So just coming out to the side in line with the shoulders, and exhale, roll the knees to the right. See if that left knee wants to come over the right knee. And then inhale back through to the centre. And as you exhale, roll the knees to the left. Maybe try to just bring the right leg over the left leg. And I'm going to inhale, come back into the centre. Come back to giving the knees a little hug in towards the chest. Just draw some little circles one way with the knees. Just keep the knees together. Massaging the lower back into the floor and then circle back the other way. And release the feet down towards the mat. So we're going to take a moment in relaxation, even though we've had a gentle practice. We still want to take just a moment here. So cushion under the head, or maybe you want something under, perhaps like even put a pillow underneath the legs. You can keep the knees bent or just slide them away from you. Hands resting on the belly again or by your side. Close the eyes. Just try and think of everything melting back in towards the floor. Take some nice big breaths in. So if you'd like to stay here a little bit longer, by all means do. Otherwise, we're just going to walk the feet back up in, bending the knees, rolling around onto your left-hand side, pushing yourself up to sitting. Again, just find wherever's comfortable to sit or to kneel for a moment. Try and reach the arms up, bring the palms together. Exhaling, just bring your hands back towards your centre as you acknowledge your work today in Namaste. And there we go. Well done. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and are feeling maybe just a little bit better for finding a bit of movement within the body, and it all felt okay for where you are today. And yeah, give it a little like to the video if you can, or perhaps leave me a comment or a question, and I look forward to seeing you soon on another day.